This is about the medieval title for the migration-era Goths. See King of the Visigoths, King of the Ostrogoths. The title of King of the Goths was for many centuries borne by both the kings of Sweden and the kings of Denmark, denoting sovereignty or claimed sovereignty over the antique people of the Goths, an East Germanic people. To kings of Denmark, it chiefly meant the island of Gotland, traditionally interpreted as the original home of the Goths, and to kings of Sweden, it meant one of the two constituent parts of that kingdom, Gothenland, the southern part of Sweden. Preludes. A papal letter from about 1100 is directed to two Swedish kings, Inga the Elder and Halsten Håkonröd, as kings of the Visigoths, which has been interpreted as meaning that they only ruled over Ostrogothia and had lost control over the rest of the country. In a papal letter dated 5 September 1164, King Charles VII of Sweden was addressed as Rex Sveorum Gothorum. Hunnic title. As historical accounts preserved, Attila the Hun was descendant of the great Nimrod, nurtured in Engaddi, by the grace of God, king of the Huns, the Goths, the Danes, and the Medes, the dread of the world. Sweden's title. The first Swedish king to regularly use the title was King Magnus III of Sweden, particularly after he had in c. 1278 had his final win over his deposed brother Valdemar, who had hitherto held lands of vast Gotland. First Ostrogoths konung up to later decades of Gustav I of Sweden, thence Ostrogoths konung, was used in official documentation. Between 1814 and 1905, Ostrogoths konung was used, adding Norway. Ostrogoths konung was used again from 1905 up to the accession of Carl XVI Gustav of Sweden in 1973, who was the first monarch officially proclaimed Sveriges konung and nothing else. Denmark's title. The first Danish king to use the title was King Valdemar IV, who adopted it in 1362 after conquering Gotland the previous year. The Danish kings continued to use the title over the next 600 years until 1972, when Queen Margrethe II succeeded. She abandoned the use of all her predecessors' titles except her title as Denmark's queen, which is the royal style today. First documented 1449, the arms of the Danish monarchs contained until 1972 a subcode representing the title King of the Goths. On gold, a blue heraldic leopard over 9 red hearts, originally derived from the arms of the Dukes of Halland, which again was derived from the Danish arms. This symbol is consequently unrelated to Gotland's arms featuring the Agnus Dei, although the latter symbol was also formerly represented in the arms of Denmark.